All right, today we have already seen how to create a SharePoint list or the Microsoft list. Today we will be looking at integrating that with a Canvas app, so we could see how we can link our list or SharePoint, whatever it is that you are going to be creating to our Canvas app. So here I have my solutions. Uh, I'll just create a new Canvas app. So this is our SharePoint list that we already are aware of. Uh, Canvas app, we can call this uh, application app. I want this to be probably like a phone screen size. So this probably will take a minute or so. And so we have our app, and just like we did before, we will do that again. We're just going to have the screen, rename this to call this to the main screen. We can add another one as well, blank one, and call this the detail screen. So we have those. So in the main screen, we want to add a component. You could just add a container in there. Okay. Back to the tree view. So we have the container. You can just rename this. Call this a main container. Then we could just add a label as well. Insert a label on top of the container. Uh, yeah, we could do this. We can just give it a name. Um, Application, we want it to be at the middle. Probably just make this 30, make this bold, and we could just put a color in the background color. Probably just put something like this. Depends what you want the label to do. Could just put that in. That's fine. We could as well just put this down to this point, just so we have that. Then the container, we could just add a little bit of border in there just to make the container look. So you can just rename this and call this the header. So yeah, we've succeeded in doing two parts. The next thing we want to do, probably add a gallery on top that. So we could add a gallery control, just call this a vertical gallery. You could just bring that here. Depends, you can put a divider or a separator or whatever it is that you really want to do. You could just put it in there. Then you could just select the gallery itself. So it's asking us for a data source, to be fair. So we can bring our data source in here now. That could be our the list. And what did we call that? It's application. lists. So we want to use SharePoint. Probably just put. So so this is what we want to add. Yeah, this is the application list that we created. You can see this is the application list. So just select that and you connect. So our data source is connected. Uh, so can go back in there and in on the gallery. We could point the data to that data source, so it shows us what we want to see. To be fair, so that is there. The next thing we want to do is to shape in. You can go into the container, the main container. We want to add like a button. Remember we did that, or an icon. So we want to add the plus icon. Oh, so we want to add the icon. Color of the icon should be, let's say, dark. Um, the background color, let's say white. Let's see what's in here. You can call this black just to see what's happening. So we have the icon here. We don't want the color to be black. We want the color to be probably similar. Uh, so we have this. Probably want to reduce the size of the icon itself. Anyways, we could do that later. Just look at it. So looking at this, we have this. So we want to start finish putting some finishing touches. Anyways, so we could leave that for now, or we could just increase this just to put a little bit, or we could change this to be fair. Go back to the gallery, change this. We could just change it to title and subtitle just to give it a little bit of flesh in there. It's really what we want to see. So probably want to see the hospital, and we probably want to see something like the comet. Multi lines of text. Could just call this comet. Yeah. So probably want to see something like comet. So, uh, so probably need to refresh the data source just so it will bring in the new item. Just comet, you know, or we could call that like the title. Remember, we want to bring the hospital. Okay, start supported for evaluation. Okay, that's fine. So, anyways, so we can just go to screen two. Want to insert a container as well. The same thing we did previously, just insert a container. Uh, container could be here. Then we could just put a border just to so our container can be distinct. Or we could just put the color of that. So something like this. Then here we're going to include an edit form. I'm going to point it to the data. So it is coming up. Probably selecting the columns that will be appearing on there. I could just bring this down here. I could bring it here. I could select the container and just put it here, to be fair. Then the form itself, just bring it somewhere here. I think that should be fine. Then we just want to remove some feed, like for example, status. We don't want that in there. Yeah, looks good this way. So we want to do so we have this here. Looks like we have probably done it here. So what is the next thing? Probably want to include two buttons. Let's just put button one, button two. Uh, just make it look the same. So you can just rename it. Button two could be save button, one next button, depends on whatever you want. Could be display name of the button, could be save the record. Ew. Other button should be back button. Just rename this as well. Back button. So yeah, we've pretty much gotten to that point. So we want to do our customizations then. Um, for the edit form, the same thing previously, like you can go to the edit form. We just set the unsuccess properties. Probably wanted to want to reset the form, you know, wherever it is. What's the name of the Form one. So we're telling it to reset form one, and we want to navigate to the the main screen that we have. Probably main screen. Uh, put a command in there, and want to screen transition. Probably none. Just want to close that off, and we might want to just refresh the data. I just want to refresh our data source. Probably close this and this. Our data sources application list. So yeah, that's your success property. Select the form. Uh, we want the form to, so the items property, uh, we could just, because we want the item that will come here when we click on the item from the main screen. So that could be gallery one that's selected, So anything that's selected from gallery one should come in here, just like you can see. I think that would be for now. Then the back button, on select, we want it to go back. and probably want to um, navigate to back to the main screen, you know. So sometimes it's better you do it this way. Just navigate back to the main screen. Uh, so after navigating back to the main screen, you know what? Let's do it this way. Navigate to the main screen. Screen transition cover. Yeah, this gives us and under the we will do the same thing for the save button. Wanted to submit a form or select wanted to submit the form. Uh, so it's form. Submit a form. Um, Submit the form and probably navigate to the main screen. Not the main container, the main screen. Screen transition. No. Yeah, could do that as well for the submit button. Let's go back here. We probably want to do something for the icon. So, anyways, on select on the icon, wants to probably go to a new form, form one, you know. So we want it to give us a new form basically, or a new edit form. Uh, yeah. So it should give us a new form one and navigate to the yeah. That should be the detail screen. We are in the detail. Go to the detail screen. Screen transition. No. So it looks really good for. Not sure we are missing any more. Okay, come on. We probably want to do something on the gallery. You know. So just do the unselect property of the gallery. Same thing. We want to take it to the edit screen. So if we select the gallery and do the unselect property, because once that is selected, we want it to give us the edit form from one. Same thing. Navigate to the detail screen. Screen transition, probably no. You know, just doing the same thing, and probably want to do a little bit of stuff in here. Probably let's see what this is. 18, probably 20, probably 30. See. Yep, looks good. We can make this as well 30. So it looks good this way, I think. Mm, so the gallery again. Looks good. Container. Our container probably just want to increase the border in there. Um, Probably want to head out to go towards this other side. Or we could, yeah. Let's see, there's an error somewhere. Okay, let's see. What does the error say? Formula, the unselect property of this. Okay, correct this. And now let's test this out. Come on, close this. We can run it. So, I mean, it's not fancy, it's not the best, but we could see what is here. So you can see it's pretty much what it is. Comment can be clear. Just save it. If you bring back again, see it's pretty much here. You can go back. The same thing, you can use the arrow. You can use the new button to bring in a new, so we can do something like uh, baby immunization, hospital. Ooh, so we need to see this is an error now. We need to we need to sort this out as well. So that's an error. So just delivery method, consultation method as well. We need to fix that. Insurance number, we can always put something in there. Um, yeah, probably just leave this as item 304. Let's see. So you can see baby immunization is there now at the moment. So let's try to fix up. Let's just try this one more time. So it's here now. Okay, okay, that's fine. So we could baby drip, you know, oxygen. Wants to be at the QMC. Uh, in person. Yeah, it has a healthcare insurance number. IHS. One blah 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 blah. You can select the dates. Just select that. Commit. This baby needs urgent treatment. And we can save that. And we can see here oxygen. You can click on that and you can see the value. So this gives us what we need to. So yeah, this is how you could connect your SharePoint list. And if you go to the SharePoint list, you can see baby immunization is there now. You can just refresh this. They're all there. Baby oxygen is there, and your details are all captured. So yeah, thank you for this video. Look forward to doing another one.